And when I started to come out of my body, a huge bang, like I felt like something huge hit the roof, and it shocked me, and I popped back into my body, and I felt so kind of exhausted a little bit, like.
Alrighty, so Dana, yeah?
Yes, uh-huh,
Okay.
that's me.
All right. Um, don't feel like under pressure or anything like that. It's just gonna be very short, like just you sharing how long you've been working with it, etc.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've been nervous a little bit, but I'm like, okay, just chill. It's okay. I feel like, since I haven't actually had like the full out of body, that I
Yeah.
was like, okay, no judgment. But I've
No.
only been working with it for like 4 weeks, so I give myself a break.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just go right into it. Just like I said, so no more
Okay.
chat. But Dana, I have Dana with me, and she's gonna share her current success with the out of body state. So, how long have you been working with the method so far?
So I discovered you about 6 weeks ago. And then after I watched the first video, I was just like, all I did was just watch as many videos as I could find for the first week or more. And then I was like, I'm gonna sign up. And so I signed up with the outer body and then also the library. And I've just been ever since for the past month, just been listening to everything and trying to just really fully immerse myself in this material. It's like it feels really true. Like I sent like I have a knowing that it just feels really like my path that I'm supposed to go on. So it feels like really the only path right now for me. Yeah, so I've been practicing it for about 4 weeks. I was listening to the music and been mostly doing the practice at night. I haven't tried it during the day yet.
So, how 4 weeks you've been in it. So, how long did it take you from the time you joined to have an experience, and what was that experience like?
Uh, okay, so I guess 2 weeks in, 2 or 3 weeks in, because it happened. The first one that was really, really clear when I wrote you, I was like, I probably should share this. Was about a couple weeks ago. I think it's hard. Time sometimes kind of blends all together,
Yeah.
but I would say like 2 to 3 weeks of practicing. So I haven't had a history of sleep paralysis. I've only had it once, and it was under like extreme stress and grief over losing my fiance, my partner, about eight months ago. And that was before I even met you, that I had that experience of sleep paralysis where I literally felt like I was leaving my body and coming out of my body, and I thought I was dying. And my mom was right next to me, and I'm like, I cannot die with her next to me in the bed. I don't want
Yeah.
her to wake up and see me dead. So, so I had that experience, and then after working with you, I had this, I've been like, I had the experience of waking up, and I felt like my whole body was like kind of, it felt almost like numb, and I've been completely relaxed, like really, really like really asleep. And I was fully conscious, I was fully aware, and I felt like I was in like a trance state, like a fully present trance state, where my mind, I just felt really, really present, and I felt like, and I was in almost like in a deep trance. And then I kept telling myself, because I remember you saying that if you're like almost like in your dream, or you can command your space, that I was like, okay, I command that my consciousness fully embodies my soul body, because I want to have that experience of being physically in my soul body, where it's just as real and physical as the body that I'm in this construct body. So I kept commanding it over and over again, and I felt myself going deeper and deeper into that, into feeling more connected to my soul body. And I heard the sliding glass, because I'm back in the woods. I'm on like 12 acres of land with water, totally immersed in nature. I just by myself now. And I heard the sliding glass door to my room open and close. And I didn't really think much about it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wasn't really in fear or anything like that, but I was just noticed that happened. And then I started to feel like I was like floating a little bit coming out of my body a little bit. So then I try to like before that, I was like, whoa, like, I think this might happen and I might actually get out this time. Like, do I really want to do this? It's like, I felt like kind of like I was in the Matrix and the Morpheus, like, do you want to take the blue pill or the red pill? And because my whole reality is going to change.
Yep.
And I was like, is this really what I want to do? Because, and I was also asking myself, am I doing this for me? Or am I doing this for Dave to get connected to my fiance that passed over? Because I was like, I got to do it for me, because this is going to totally change my reality. And I started to kind of like start asking questions to understand, just to kind of prepare myself before I like felt like I was going to jump off the cliff. And when I started to come out of my body, a huge bang, like I felt like something huge hit the roof, and it shocked me, and I popped back into my body, and I felt so exhausted a little bit, like I just kind of fell back to sleep. So that was kind of, and then I went outside the next morning to see if anything actually fell on the roof, and there was nothing on the roof. So I'm assuming it was some of those noises that you talk about.
Yep.
So I don't know why that is, like, because I've had some other, like, so I've been practicing. I've been trying to practice almost like every night, making an intention to, like, I literally like go to bed at 7, so I have more time to
Yep.
like sleep. And I'll go into, I'll put I've been using sounds of the ocean sounds, because the binary it didn't feel like it was working for me. I felt like it was kind of not relaxing me. I was having a hard time with it. And I was relating more with the ocean sounds. So I put ocean sounds on, and I noticed that the last couple of times I'll wake up. I set the intention to wake up when I get into sleep paralysis or sleep, when I'm kind of, because I'll wake up like 3 hours in, and I notice that I noticed that energy of feeling almost like I'm out. I don't know whether I'm in stage 1 or stage 2, but it's this feeling of tingling all over my body, like kind of like really, really relaxed and in a trance state. But the last times when I've been trying to get out, I move my own body. I'm not getting into my soul body. So that's a little frustrating.
Yeah. So prematurely, like doing it prematurely.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people try to exit just when they start to feel the sensations through their body. You got to wait a little bit longer. Based off the first one, the yad, where you started to come out, you hear the big bang. That's typically like there could be a popping sound. I've had someone share with me like a gunshot almost. Like, it's because once you exit, it's like you're hearing that the exit, right? Sometimes it's just loud frequencies through the ear, like feels like your eardrum is literally going to explode. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the things like with those, it'll startle you, and then because you're not used to it, like you'll just go. But like I said, as soon as you come out, if you're too excited, any high end emotions, you'll get sucked right back in. That's what happened. Pretty much what you said. Yeah. Yeah.
So is the sound actually like the sound of my soul coming out of my construct body into my soul body? Is that, or is that your understanding of what that sound is?
Well, I know the sound, the frequency, like how people hear the vibrations and tones. That's just because it's like, think of a radio station, like you're changing the radio station to you get a clear signal. So as you're coming out, you're literally hearing the shift into another space. That's all you're hearing. Now the popping sensation is it's the same thing. It's just like you pop through. It's like it could be experienced through many different things, like a loud sound. I typically don't get those anymore, and if I do, I just, because I'm so used to it and numb to it now, that it just doesn't, I'm just out and I'm going, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been noticing that I've been kind of feeling exhausted.
Mm.
I think I need to like not try so much.
No, 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 no.
Because it's kind of uh like, because it's still, I'm not sleeping as much.
No.
Uh so I don't know, is it tiring to like trying to do this on a regular basis? Is that a common thing of feeling kind of exhausted?
Yeah, yeah. So because sometimes, even to this day, depending on certain things, right? I will shut down my body. I'll leave within 60 or 90 minutes. Sometimes, right? I'll go in the room at 9 o'clock, and I will be in there consciously, fully aware, shutting down my body to like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. So, like, if you do this too much, that's why I said in the workshops and stuff, because I actually remember you now in the workshops talking about your partner and stuff. But when you do this too much, too frequently, especially when you start to have success with it, you will fry out the body. So I just say frying out effect. Feels like you have, I mean, maybe you could confirm this with me, but for me, it feels like I've had like 9 cups of coffee, but my body's still half asleep. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was like, I'm just gonna meditate today. I'm not gonna work out.
yeah,
Like, this isn't normal for me.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So what would you suggest to like to trying this method during the day so it doesn't disturb your sleep cycles, or would you
No, no, no,
rather?
no. I mean, you could do it whenever during the day and during the night. Doesn't really matter, as long as if you're doing it during the day, use the workshop that I put together, the advanced one. That'll teach you how to do. It shows you how to do it during the day, and then if not, do the 3 stages at night.
The
Yeah,
first time when I like had that experience of feeling like I was coming out of my body, I was also fasting at the time. I
yeah,
always have a fasting process, and I practice, and I noticed that when I fast, I don't need as much sleep. I go deeper into sleep, into relaxation, because my body is more resting. And I also get more clearer visions and dreams, and everything's way more clear. So, and then I looked into your whole fasting routine, and I'm, gonna see if I can kind of see how to embody that in my own lifestyle, because I generally do long fast, like 21 days or more.
yeah. I got you. Yeah, yeah.
But I kind of want to do more of a intermittent thing now.
Yeah, yeah. Just use the long fasting stuff for like that if you're trying to really heal something, and then go back to just normal, intermittent fasting and stuff that
So
you've always been in.
when you've been over to the other side, do you touch the people that are
Yeah,
over there on the
yeah,
other side? Like, shake their hand and
yep. All
like give
physical.
them
Yeah,
hugs?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So,
That's why I said all the pleasures of physicality with no limitations. There's physicality there. All right, you have a body. The body is the perfected, universal, perfected version of the soul's expression. You could say you could change into anything that you choose to, but this has been the vehicle, the template. Yeah. So
well, yeah, well, I'm on a mission to be able to do this. I'm just working on finding a rhythm where I'm not being too passive but not so aggressive that it's like burning me out, like
Yeah.
trying to find a happy medium in the middle of learning how to do this. And even if it takes me like 2 years, I don't care. Like being able to do this is like life changing, like
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
everything.
Like I said, now that you know what it feels like to come out, this is going to be very repeatable, because now you already know, all right, this is a certain sensation that I feel. This is what the paralysis feels like. This is what it feels like when you come out. You're going to be accustomed to the sounds, the loud sounds, stuff like that, frequencies and tones. And it's not going to be foreign to you. So therefore, you're not going to be in like this shock when it happens. And it's just going to be more progressively easier and easier than when you make contact with certain entities, beings that may put you into shock for a little bit, may pull you back in. But then the next time, you see what I mean? It's like baby steps. You see?
Well, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing all this. And yeah, I'm really glad that I discovered your work and everything. This just totally changes everything. Um, it kind of gives me um, I guess also hope that I don't have to just like wait until I die to hang out with Dave. But I appreciate everything.
Yeah, all good. All good. And then send me an email once you have any more success with it as well. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will for sure. All right. Well, have a wonderful day.
All righty. I'll see it.
All right. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.